Oh, wait, no! Sugar, no thank you. It's not great for our bodies and it's not great for you. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Is sugar good or bad? What? You're right, it's bad. We all know the answer. We don't want to put extra sugar in our body because our body doesn't need extra sugar. You know, they say it's bad, but do we really know why? Like, what does it actually do? Well, let me tell you. Eating too much sugar is basically like putting poison in your body. You know, you can use a little bit and your body can use it and process it, but once you start putting too much in, it's not good, right? Some stuff starts to happen. First, it makes you age quicker. Who had a birthday? Yeah, me too. We're getting older, folks. We are not kids anymore. So we really need to pay attention about how we treat our bodies, right? Sugar makes us age quicker. You're going to get those wrinkles. You're going to look like her and she's going, I'm old, right? You don't want to have that moment. But what else? What else does sugar do? It rots our teeth. See how the little guy is over there? Extra sugar breaks down the tooth enamel and it makes our teeth rot. You get cavities and you might even lose a tooth from it. Isn't that crazy? But what else does it do? Let me tell you. Sugar makes our skin break out in pimples. Look at Squidward. He probably had way too much candy, right? Our body can't process it. You know, everything that goes in our body, like we're learning in anatomy, has to go through our organs, and it acts kind of like a filter. The extra sugar just kind of pops out in other places and doesn't do very good things. You end up with pimples. What else? Well, let me tell you. Sugar tells our brain that we want more and more of it. So the actual crazy thing that happens is that sugar interacts with the chemicals in our brain, and those chemicals start saying, give me more, and it leads to something called sugar addiction. So that can be really, really hard when your body is craving it. You ever have that moment when you just like, oh my gosh, I really need French fries, right? And you have those thoughts. Okay, well, sugar tells your brain, oh my gosh, you really need sugar right now. But the thing is, when you eat the sugar and you give it to our brain, the sugar stops our brain from doing what it actually needs to do. See, that little square says useful information. And our brain, it looks all crazy and can't pay attention because it's trying to deal with all the extra sugar that's interacting with the chemicals in our brain. Yeah? Oh, that's a really good point. Very good. Okay, you want to know what else happens? Let me tell you. Sugar makes our body work extra hard to use it, right? We said we had to process everything. Well, what happens if we can't use it? I will tell you. Whatever sugar our body can't use, our body stores, and then our body turns that extra sugar into fat. Look at Patrick. Oh, that bubbly wonderfulness is not so wonderful. When you add extra fat to your body, it's harder for your heart, it's harder for your joints, it's harder for you to be healthy, right? Yeah, totally. Okay, well, let's talk about the heart now. Okay. Well, sugar makes our heart work extra hard to process it. Look how sad that heart is. It breaks my heart to see that heart like that. And what do you mean? You're right. So when we're processing it extra hard, you know how your heart races and you get that sugar rush? The extra hard work is that sugar rush you feel. See this little girl? She can't even handle it because cotton candy is all sugar. Your body just starts like racing and you feel your heart fluttering. It's not great. It's not a great option for you. And although that can be like fun, where you feel that rush, right? I know some of you guys have said that, like sugar rush. What happens afterwards? All of the extra work that gives you that sugar rush makes your body crash. So if you're using sugar to help you wake up, you just end up feeling way more tired afterwards. Basically, sugar hijacks the chemicals in your brain and throws them onto a roller coaster they don't want to be on. Look at Jimmy, Ah, I forgot who that was. Look at those famous actors. I'm blanking on their names because my brain isn't working. But anyway, with the extra sugar in your brain, the chemicals go crazy and it puts you on this roller coaster. It gets you super, super excited with a high, and then you crash and you go to a really low. So all of the highs and lows you feel from the sugar roller coaster leave you mentally and physically exhausted. That means your brain is tired and your body's tired and you're just done for the day, right? And we need that energy. So, sugar is basically every bad guy or villain you see in the movies. I know, it's kind of sucks, right? So we should just stop eating sugar then, right? Well, that would be easiest thing to do if we knew where the sugar was. But we don't always know but wait, there's more. Sugar hides in our favorite foods and drinks. Yeah. It's so frustrating when you're trying to watch it and you don't know where it's coming from. It's in almost everything we eat, so we have to be really careful. It's in ketchup, it's in chips, it's in your dressing, it's in your Starbucks, it's in bread. So how can we fix that? How do we even know how to deal with it or cut it out if we don't know where to find it? Let me show you where to find it. Check the nutrition facts, right? We learned how to do this. Perfect. And what do we need to look at when we're looking at the nutrition facts? Yeah, we need to look at the serving size, right? Make sure you know the serving size and how many servings are in each thing you eat or drink. So for this nutrition label, there are 4 servings per container, right? So that's 4 times the amount of stuff that's in here. Right, so it's a half cup servings. This way you know, if I eat half a cup, I'm going to eat 250 calories, right? And what else do we need to check? Sorry, what else do we need to check? What are we talking about? You're right, we need to check the sugar content, right? So for this thing, there's 26 grams of sugar in it. That's a lot. This is all of the sugar you should eat in a day from one thing. So if you start looking at your nutrition labels, pick things that have small numbers here, right? The American Heart Association recommends that we eat less than 30 grams of sugar a day. So if you were to eat this thing, you only have 4 grams of sugar left. That means no dessert after this, right? So if we're really craving something sweet, you can eat whole fresh fruit. There's natural sugar in there. You don't have to worry about checking the nutrition label, and that'll kind of help your body. It's that processed sugar that they throw into things to make it sweeter that really gets our body not feeling good. Okay, one more thing. Go spread the word about sugar and make healthy choices. Your body will thank you. I feel that girl. But you know what? She took the apple. She could have taken the cookies, but she took the apple. She's making good choices. And your body will thank you. So this is your body's happy dance. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do. You guys, I'm super proud of all the work you're putting in. We're going to talk about sugar in our drinks next. Are you ready? Okay, well, click enter to go to your next slide.